How to play Kessel Sabacc, Part 3. Part 1 covered the cards and the different hands you can have. Part 2 covered the table layout and betting. Now let's talk about shift tokens. Shout out to Cantina Surplus for this awesome set. Check them out. Shift tokens are basically extra moves you can make to affect the outcome of the game. Some of them help you, some of them hinder your opponents, and some of them change the rules of the game for everyone. Let's start with the simplest ones. These are refunds. This is called refund. This is called extra refund. These shift tokens allow you to take coins back from your personal pot into your stash. Refund gives you 2. Extra refund gives you 3. This one is called free draw. As the name implies, it lets you draw a card from any of the piles without putting a chip in. This one looks similar to the refunds, but this is actually called embezzlement. This takes 1 chip from each player's personal pot and puts it into your personal pot. She's up from her nap and she's gonna learn too. Let's move on to the tokens that can hinder other players. These are called tariffs. This is a general tariff. If you play this, every other player has to put 1 chip into their personal pot. This is a target tariff. If you play this, 1 player of your choice has to put 2 chips into their personal pot. These tokens look very similar to the tariffs, but they are actually audits. If you can see, they have little lines up next to the circles there. These tokens can only be played against players who are standing, as in those players who did not draw a card on their last turn. If you play the general audit, every player who is currently standing has to put 2 tokens into their personal pot. If you play the target audit, you pick a player who is standing and they have to put 3 chips in their personal pot. This one's called embargo. If you play this token, the player directly after you cannot draw a card. They have to stand. This one is called exhaustion. Kind of mean. If you play this, a player that you choose has to immediately discard their hand and draw a new one from the 2 draw piles. If you want, you can then pick up one of their discarded cards. This one is called direct transaction. If you play this, a player of your choice has to switch hands with you. This one is one of my favorites. It's called cook the books. It reverses the order of good hands. So normally you want to be close to 0. A pair of 1s is the best. This switches that. So a pair of 6s is the best, then 5, then 4s, and so on. This one is called prime Sabacc. You play this, you roll the 2 dice. You get to choose one of those numbers on those dice to make the best hand. So if you roll a 2 and a 4, you could make 4s the best pair that you can have. This one is called Markdown. This changes the value of a Psylop to 0. So it's not a wild anymore, it's just exactly 0. On the other hand, this one is called Major Fraud, and this makes the value of the imposter card 6. So if you have like this and a 2, you're hoping to roll a 2 on the dice, and someone plays this is now automatically a 6, so watch out. Last but not least, this is immunity. You play this to protect yourself against other shift tokens targeted at you. It will not protect you from the rule change tokens like prime Sabacc or cook the books, or the ones we just described that affect the imposter and Psylop cards. But it will protect you from things like tariffs and audits. Hope this was helpful. The next parts in the series will be how to use these shift tokens to your advantage in the game. And once again, check out Cantina Surplus for your Sabacc supplies.